If you're ever speaking to me like that again, you better be wearing a cup.
Baby steps.
One break, I'm in
Okay, friends, let's everybody take your positions, please. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rolling. Dave!
And
Dave!
Unchained.
welcome to Dave and Dave Unchained, a Van Halen podcast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Dave.
And we are at episode 64, Dave. And this very special episode, do you know why?
Why, Dave?
Oh my God, here we go.
Is it because it's our anniversary of the podcast?
Surprise, surprise. Do you even know how many years it's been?
5?
Yeah, like 5 with a question mark? Says,
5 with a
says the
question
accountant.
mark, right?
Oh, let me guess. Yes, it's been 5 years of putting up with your crap.
Oh no, it's been much
5
more than
years.
that. That's almost 30.
Oh no, yeah, that's true. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. So 5 years marks this episode. We are made it 5 years, if you can believe that. All the Midwest Ron letters we survived, and we made it back and forth to Vegas. We've lost members of the band. There's been lots of things going on over the 5 years. So it is crazy to think that it's been this long. Congratulations. I know that you've been thinking about it a long time, probably the past 30 seconds or so.
40 seconds.
40, all right, I'll give you 40 seconds. But we have so much to get through, so let's get into Van Halen news.
Van Halen.
News! Well, holy shit, Dave. It is unbelievable. Wolf Train keeps a-rolling. He dropped 2 more songs, Don't Back Down and Think It Over. Oh my God. These 2 tracks, I absolutely love these songs. So we're going to get into it. Just to start off with Don't Back Down. This song is tremendous. I absolutely love it. Let's just start off with a clip.
Breathing in all the madness around you, feeling like it's the end of days. Throw it aside now, you know that you want to. They don't know better anyway. Yeah, everybody's going crazy. Yeah, won't be long until we're dead and gone.
So I just want to say thank God we have Wolf, because this guy is amazing. I cannot wait for this album. We are now 4 tracks in, and I love every single one of them. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable, and the production on this is massive. Elvis Biscuit has created like a wall of sound here, which I'm really enjoying. Such a thick, rich rock sound, you know what I'm saying? And
I agree.
I think,
agree.
and the riff on this is so badass. It's almost like a Black Sabbath feel. In fact, he nicknamed the song Sabbath before he had the official name for it. You can only imagine how proud Ed was to hear Wolf do this kind of music. I would imagine it must have brought tears to his eyes. This is an actual clip of Ed talking about Wolf's music.
This kid is fucking dangerous. Fasten your seatbelt.
Now, this was way before he even wrote this song or this album, but he knew, he could tell, this is from 2006 in an interview, and he was clear that he knew that his son had massive talent. You know, at the time, you thought, well, the guy loves his kid, and he's really supportive, but this is really, really good. What did you think of Don't Back Down, Dave?
I like it. Big, like, ballsy rock song, right? I mean, just
right from the get-go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's just another, like, this is what the album is about.
Yeah.
I think, the way Wolf has described it.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, I'm psyched. Solid song.
Yeah.
And I'm makes me curious how the rest of the album is going to be. Like,
Yeah.
really, really good. And I'm surprised, because, it wasn't going to be like Van Halen. So I'm like, is this going to be like so modern? I'm not going to like it, because I'm getting into old fart stuff.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Yeah, you're
but
there.
No, I think it's really a well done, well executed rock song.
It really is. I have to tell you, it's incredible. And I'm not just saying this because his last name is Van Halen. If I didn't like it or I didn't care for it, I'd tell you straight out. But I have to be honest with you, each song that he has released has been a win right out the gate for me. I really can't believe it. And, I knew that Ed was saying how amazing it was, and, I knew that he was so proud of it, but he is delivering hard here. Not only that, but he put out a video for Don't Back Down. So this was fantastic. So remember we talked about he was filming something at 5150 Ed Studios, right? Well, he filmed a video here, and actually, I think it was Dave, you, who mentioned that maybe he's doing a video where he's playing all the instruments. I think you mentioned that like about 3 or 4 months ago whenever we talked about that in Van Halen News, and that's what it turned out to be. So not only is he on bass and drums and guitar singer, and he's also the producer and the engineer. So there's like 6 Wolves, and it's so well done, and it's got great humor. They're all waiting to perform, and they're waiting on the drummer, and he comes late, and obviously each one is Wolf. He's always wearing his standard black t-shirt, black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, I tell you though, as quiet and a reserved guy as he is, he plays ferocious, and my God, this fucking guy's voice, I can't get over it. I mean, I literally can't get over it, and it really kind of makes you wonder, like, why the hell didn't Ed and Al just get together and make a trio with this guy and go out as a trio? Because holy shit, we were wondering if he could cover Michael Anthony's parts. Oh, please. This guy's unbelievable. Just 10 out of 10 for me here. I love this song. Love this song.
I thought the video was very clever.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Nice sense of humor.
Yeah.
And was definitely fun to watch. And just seeing him, like, all the different facial expressions. And giving each character, like, a slightly different take.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a little bit of Valerie in him. He can act, which is incredible. And now we come to the second song, which is Think It Over, which was Ed's favorite track on the album. Here's a clip.
Why can't I move on? Why'd you take so long to think it over?
Wow, and now this is unbelievable. So, he put out a cool artsy lyric video with this, which I enjoyed as well. A little different take. The album covers kind of incorporated in this little tiny snippets of Mammoth WVH playing live. We got the lyrics. It's almost like, remember the McDLT, Dave? The hot side hot, cool side cool? It's like, you're to blame. Everything's a food reference. You're to blame, and Don't Back Down on one side, and then you got Distance and Think It Over on the other. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's almost like a whole other, style, but wow, it just really shows the multi-dimensions that he has. I love the lyrics here. The lyrics are really good. His lyrics are excellent, but again, I can't say enough about his singing. I can't get over it. And Elvis Biscuit, holy shit, this guy he's already busy. I can't even imagine how busy he's going to be going forward, because he creates this monstrous thick sound, almost like Bob Rock from back in the day, but I would say even better because it's got multi-layers to it. Just a real punch you in the throat, grab your balls kind of rock sound, which is really fantastic.
Yeah, although this song, it wasn't quite as heavy.
No, it's not. It's poppy.
It wasn't light, but it was like a little poppy.
It is poppy. No, it's poppy. It's definitely poppy. It's poppy. It's very poppy. No, but listen, he flat out said it. Oh, no, Think It Over is a pop song. Don't Back Down, that's a rock song. And it's no different than listening to Distance and You're to Blame. The songs are all different, but I'm saying it's got that definite transition. It's like another side of Wolf, for sure. But wow, really good. I mean, he does both of them well. And I just, amazing.
No, good, good, solid stuff. There hasn't been a stinker yet. Executed rocks. So.
I have to say, I personally, and this is nothing against Wolf, I don't understand. I wish someone would explain it to me. The concept of releasing so much music like 2 songs on the same day, and like you get pieces of the album before the album comes out. Like, I wish someone would explain it to me, because
because that's like,
it's bizarre.
I mean, that's the norm now, right?
It's absolutely the norm. I remember when the last Smashing Pumpkins album came out, they literally released 9 songs. I mean, it was
wow.
It was like, what are you doing? Like, but I don't know what the whole thing is. And here's the other one. Okay, so maybe you do one at a time, but this one came out on the same day. So, like, I don't quite understand. I'm happy to have them, believe me. I just don't understand the marketing on it. And not Wolf, but just albums in general. Like, I don't understand. God, they announce albums like 8-9 months ahead of time, and then they're dripping and drabbing songs throughout the 8-9 months. I mean, it's like unbelievable. And I'm like, what is going on?
I'm with you. I would love to know the method behind it.
Yeah, somebody explain it to me. I'd love to know. Anyway, on to the next is more Wolf information. So we got a little information from the Grammys, and this came directly from Ben Winston, who's the Grammy executive producer. Now, everybody's up in arms about the way the Grammys treated Eddie Van Halen's passing and acknowledging his passing at the past Grammy Awards. The 15 second, 17 second, whatever you want to say, they just spotlighted the Frankenstein guitar and had him playing Eruption for a few seconds in the background, and that was it. Now, Dave and I talked about this extensively on the last Van Halen news, but here we want to address what Ben Winston said. So, someone from, I think it was Variety, which was the magazine that kind of questioned them about it. So, they asked him straight out, Ben, do you think the In Memoriam segment, which is always a challenge, but especially this year, was successful, even though many fans seem to think Eddie Van Halen didn't get enough of a moment? This is what the guy had to say. We had the idea for it for a long time because I thought it was great that we could go from Little Richard to Kenny Rogers to John Prine, and it could be a brilliant musicians playing for each other, and I think it really resonated with people. The regret I have is that I think 170 names were submitted for In Memoriam this year, and you could only put 30 to 45, and this year we did 60. I wish we could have done more. As for Eddie, we had a call with Van Halen's son Wolfgang's rep before the show, and I asked if he would be willing to come on and play. He said he didn't really want to do that, and I offered up 8 or 9 guitarists who maybe could, but instead he felt like we should play a video of Eddie himself because nobody could play like him, so that's what we did. I would have loved for it to be longer than it was, but Eddie was the only person in the whole In Memoriam to play their own music, with no other faces being seen. I felt that was an appropriate tribute to him, but if Wolfgang didn't, I'm sorry about that, of course. It's such a horrific thing to lose a parent. We did the best that we felt we could. Now, this is a little strange. It sounds to me that the Grammy people reached out and Wolf kind of didn't want to do it, which I understand, you know, he's promoting his own album and he didn't want to like dip into the whole Van Halen thing. I get that. But I think the Grammys got a little annoyed and then gave Ed what I call the usual. And after offering the other guitars and him saying, no, they said, all right, you know what? We're going to just do what we normally do. Do you get that feeling?
The feeling I got was they had plans for Ed's Memoriam, and it didn't pan out that way. And they were like, well, you know what? It's too late to change anything, so we're going to take the path of least resistance. And we're just, we're going to show the video because we can't get anything else in time. And this is what his son wants anyway. Not the way we would have done it, but oh well.
Yeah, I get the feeling that they got, like, perturbed that he passed. I got that feeling. I mean, it just seemed to me like, and then, they said, well, you want to play? They offered him. He said no. And he said, well, what about all these other guitarists? He said, well, no one could play like Ed. I mean, this is what I think should have happened. Number one, they should have had the clip of Eruption live, the whole thing. Then I would have had some guitars like Nuno or John 5 or Dweezil Zappa or Zakk Wylde talking about Ed's inspiration on their playing. Then I would have ended with Wolf performing Distance with the video in the background. That would have been an appropriate tribute to Eddie, because you got the guitarist who influenced him, you got Eddie performing his most famous solo, and then you wrap up with his son's tribute. That would have been a nice package. But I don't understand why someone didn't say, oh, by the way, have you heard Distance? It's a brand new song that's coming out on Wolf's album that's a complete dedication to Ed, and we have a video to go with it. Some